And people was going crazy today. And then Facebook banned me from commenting on some Charlie Kirk video debating with college students about reparations. We're not asking for a handout. I personally am not saying, oh, please give me some money. But I'm going to tell you why black people deserve reparations and why white silence is a moral failure. 1, we were stolen, then forced to build a country that still excludes us. Black people didn't come here by choice. They were taken from our land, families destroyed, chained, and forced to work for free for over 250 years. That free labor built America's economy. Plantations, railroads, ports, Wall Street, and government infrastructure. None of that was voluntary. None of it was compensated. After slavery, the system just changed, not the oppression. After 1865, slavery was replaced with convict leasing, slavery by another name, Jim Crow segregation, lynching and racial terrorism, redlining and housing discrimination, blocking access to education and loans, targeting policing, and mass incarceration. Every time black people made economic progress, white violence and policy shut it down. Greenwood, Black Wall Street, Rosewood, Wilmington, and many others. 3, U.S. government paid others, but not us. Japanese Americans got reparations for World War II internment. Jewish Holocaust survivors received compensation, over $90 billion to be exact. Native American tribes have received land and some payments. White slave owners in D.C. were paid by the government when slavery was abolished. But the people actually enslaved got nothing. 4, white Americans benefit every day from systems built to exclude us. Generational wealth and land and homes denied to black families. Preferential hiring, school access, loan approvals, and policing. Your ancestors had a 400-year head start. Many of you still benefit from that, whether you admit it or not. If you didn't earn the privilege, but still benefit from it, that's not neutral. That's stolen opportunity. 5, black people pay hundreds of billions in taxes each year into a system that underserves us. We spend 1.8 trillion plus annually as consumers. We contribute over 300 to 450 billion in taxes annually. But we receive disproportionately low returns in infrastructure, healthcare, education, and economic investment. So we're being financially extracted, just like during slavery, but now it's wrapped in policy. 6, reparations are not about guilt. They're about justice. It's not personal guilt. It's national accountability. A country that claims to care about freedom and equality has to pay its debts. This isn't about taking from white people. It's about returning what was stolen from black people. 7, if you know this and stay silent, you're part of the problem. You don't get to enjoy black culture, profit from black creativity, and then go quiet when it comes to black pain. If you don't actively challenge the system that benefits you and harms us, then you are maintaining it. That's not neutral. That's a choice. 8, we're not asking. We're telling you the bill is due. Land, cash payments, institutional investments, policy change, structural repair. That's not a suggestion. That's an invoice. That's over 400 years late. 9, bottom line. You took from us. You built the country on us. You benefited. You watched it continue. Now it's time to pay the cost. No excuses, no poetry, no delay. Old delay,